After an awful loss last night to the Philadelphia Eagles, we have some bad news for the Packers. Here from Rob Demovsky on ESPN, he shared, Packers center Elgton Jenkins suffered a fracture in his lower leg during Monday night's 10-7 loss to the Philadelphia Eagles, a source told ESPN. X-rays revealed the fracture. So now, 1 week after the Packers lose Tucker Kraft to a torn ACL, the Packers now lose Elgton Jenkins, starting center, to a fractured lower leg. And they have not yet put out any type of timetable for a return. I assume, though, if you fracture your leg, that has to be a pretty long recovery. And so I would guess that there's probably a chance he doesn't return. We'll keep an eye on this and see if any more updates do come out. But the Packers' offensive line last night was so bad. One of the worst performances this entire season, not only when it comes to run blocking, which has been suspect this entire season, but also when it came to pass protection and trying to protect Jordan Love. It was the highest pressure rate that Jordan Love experienced all season long. I was looking through PFF each week, and this week he was pressured 47.6% of his dropbacks. The past 4 weeks before this game, he was at 27.5%, 32.4%, 30.3%, 26.5%. Now, in the game against the Browns, when the Packers lost, it was at 45.2%. And so this game, Love is nearly pressured 50% of the time. And with the Packers already struggling with their offensive line, now you lose one of your most important pieces, one of the veteran guys that has been here for a long time in Green Bay. And it's so unfortunate because in the past 2 weeks, we've seen this Packers team go from 5-1-1, the best team in the NFC when it comes to record-wise, and now you have a bad loss to the Panthers last week. I thought to myself, okay, maybe it's just a one-off game. And then you have this loss in this offensive performance in this one. In 2 back-to-back weeks, you lose 2 of your most important players on the offensive side of the ball. And so things are just going downhill fast in Green Bay, and for things to get right, for the Packers to be able to be in a place where I think a lot of us thought they could be before the season. You bring in Micah Parsons. I thought that this would be a dominant team. That is not what this team is looking like right now. In every single NFL team, you're going to deal with injuries. The question is, how are you going to respond? There have to be ways to overcome things like this. But at the same time, when you lose someone like Jenkins, it's tough to bounce back from that, especially when a lot of these Packers offensive linemen have struggled. Yesterday, Aaron Banks, probably the worst game of his time here in Green Bay. He had allowed 6 pressures. Jordan Morgan allowed 4 pressures. Zach Tom allowed 4 pressures. This is per PFF. And so the Packers have to get that cleaned up. And so that's where things are standing right now for this Packers team. If you want more Packers news, feel free to subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram at Sideline Scoop Green Bay. You can find it if you search that, I assume. But appreciate you guys watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.